Hey everybody, this is the LEGO Ninjago set that almost got away from me. It's Monastery Training. It's the smallest and cheapest in the Legacy line that is based on the miniseries that goes back through Ninjago's history and was published between seasons 9 and 10. I think a lot of the value in the set comes from just the figures themselves, so here's a closer look at them first with Kai and Nia. Nia is in her arguable outfit that is supposed to be put into a historical context, but she's already a water ninja here. However, they do have something in this set to help to kind of rectify that temporal issue a bit. Both of these are produced well. They include a bag of the newest melee weapon pieces, including a couple of these almost scythe-like blades. So Nia has this almost dual scythe. I personally would call it a cyclone scythe weapon. I think it just looks pretty cool. And then the katanas on Kai right now, notice they have the really short handles. They're designed to be used with other things, with lightsaber hilts and things. So they're really more for construction and creating your own custom weapons. Let me get these turned around. There's how they look from the backs, and they also have alternate faces for each. Of course, you want to see just their regular faces as well. No surprises there. Hey, I actually got pretty good alignment for Nia's face for once. But then there's this, an armor stand, freestanding, with some Samurai X memorabilia on it. Seems like a nice inclusion. And here's how that looks applied. So you still get the Water Ninja color scheme there, with the blues coming through. That's the dark azure main color as her accent, but I think it still looks pretty good as a classic Samurai X. It's not ideal, but a nice compromise, I think, that makes this a very usable figure with just the things included in this set. I suppose this can be seen as a figure as well. It's a training dummy thing that you fully build up yourself. Also gets to hold a couple of weapons. You can change those out however you want, change the angles. You can rotate the arms up and down. You can lean this thing forward and back. You can move the legs independently. It's a nice small build for what it is, and it comes on a little plate. With this set is the cheapest way to get one of these small spinners with a couple of new pieces used there at the end and a tire around the base of it to give it some friction. And you can just put things directly on there like this, and it helps you to bring them to life. See, that's a really nice configuration there, the way it's set up to spin with the double blades. So that makes for a formidable training opponent. Notice here that I actually got two different colors for these two different gold pieces. That's the newer pearl gold there, which I think looks really, really good. And that's the older pearl gold, which has actually varied a bit. And this is a relatively light version of it. But this is such a simple thing, but it works well. And it also works with the other figures. You just have to put them on a couple of the studs. See, that works really well. Again, that weapon just lends itself perfectly to the swirling motion in particular. But any weapons will work, and you can also use these with the 2019 spinners, the actual Spinjitzu spinners. Place one of those just on top of this and use it manually rather than spinning them like a top. Here's another piece of training equipment included in the set. This is a very simple build, but I think it looks perfect for what it is, and the fact that it spins pretty easily means you can actually play with it effectively with the figures. Just come up and just start hitting the different parts of it. I think that is just good, and it's scaled pretty well. Maybe it could be a little bit shorter, but it's not bad. Again, just really simple, but a good play feature, I think, and looks good just on display, And then I unintentionally left the biggest part of the build for this set for last. This is supposed to be just a corner of a room in the monastery, and it has a heavy bag that you can hit, and it swings back and forth. Again, minimal friction there, works really well with the figures. Such a simple thing. That is a printed 2x4 tile there. No stickers in this set whatsoever. Very nice. A couple more weapons. They're just put up decoratively right now, but clearly you can just pick those up. They have the gunmetal gray colored lightsaber hilts for their handles, and with all that curve to those blades, these will also look very good spinning around. Pretty nice detail for such a small build. You can use this as a weapon if you want as well. And there's nothing else to see around the back. Just a little bit of blue shows through, but otherwise the color scheme is pretty consistent here. And this is a nice build for what it is. They even put in the modified 1x2, the brown pieces here in between with a little extension off to the side for the sliders. That just helps to fill in the gap. It wasn't a necessary thing, but it's a nice touch. Makes the whole thing seem more complete and more nicely finished. Of course, with a set this small, you can't expect too many spare pieces, but here they are, and there are at least a few, pretty cool things in there to get as spares. Sweet. I think this thing gives you a really, really good value. I kind of wish they would do more sets just like this. Seems like a very nice ratio of figures and figure-like things and figure accessories as well to builds, and they all interact with each other. It's a very smart design. It's good for play. It's good for adding to additional or to other things as well. Like you can use this with the bigger monastery set or any other series' structures, and just add a bunch of additional weapons and some other nice things to put inside as decorations. I really appreciate having the two options for Nia there as well. It's probably my favorite thing that they did in this set. Just feels like fan service to me. So good value here. I actually did a build for this set as small as it is. I just didn't speed it up very much, so it doesn't go by in a matter of seconds. You can check that out on my build channel if you want to. I will link to that right now, and I'll talk to you again soon. Thanks for watching.